t-shirts. Hey, my favorite t-shirt. You got me feeling cozy when my feels hurt. I slip you on like rosé straight to dessert. We're skipping that dinner, baby. You make me feel thinner, baby. You know, what is the deal with t-shirts, you guys? Sometimes you get gifted something. This is from a nonprofit with a good little heart logo. Link to them below. Love what they're up to. Sometimes you just like the decal or the icon or the illustration. Sometimes you run a 5K and you just want to remember it. Today, we're talking about t-shirts. Don't make me happy. Only I can give myself true happiness. But life takes a lot, and I need a little something to cover me, but not too committal. Slip it on and roll out, take it to a workout. When I'm feeling burned out, wear it when I crash out. You can wear it when you sleep. You got me feeling cozy when my feels hurt. I slip you on like rosé straight to dessert. We're skipping that dinner, baby. You make me feel thinner, baby. What is up, y'all? Today, I want to talk about t-shirts. You know, the best t-shirt is the one you feel something about, like you care about it. You know, and I know you know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of partners of men out there have said something like, "Why do you still have that t-shirt?" Right? We like them. We fall in love with them. They mean something over a time, but t-shirts lose their shape. They get frumpy. They're typically made out of cotton, like totally gets sweat, like gets pulled into the materials. You can get full stainage. Not great at keeping wrinkles away, all right? Which is why I've got a company that I want to show you their stuff, because this has become one of my favorite shirts, okay? This one in particular. Now, I have used a lot of shirts over my time. What if you wanted to find a shirt that doesn't have logos? Actually, they make a few that do. There probably should be some in here. That doesn't have logos. It's like, you know, the plain color tee is the more sophisticated to go with. You want it to drape well on you. You don't want it to look too juvenile, right? What if you, like, okay, this shirt from Free Fly is, you gotta know about this material. They're making stuff out of bamboo, and it's just super gushy and cushy, but the way that they did the cut up here on the shoulder, you see these little angles down here? Not for me, no disrespect. I'm just looking for a basic t-shirt, and the most important thing about this is actually the materials. So Seadon makes shirts with a regular kind of cut, feels like a normal t-shirt in 3 different materials, okay? This one's their Trailblazer, which is extremely light, extremely fast drying, extremely thin, their athletic thing, okay? It's a loose rib knit construction that allows very high stretch, okay? Without adding spandex. Spandex is not the best thing for our environment, you guys. And it's got a finish on it that comes from an algae oil. It gives it this really silky, smooth thing. Now, for me, this is a great shirt for athletic stuff, but what I typically like to do in my wardrobe is I don't want stuff that's just a single-use thing. And this is so thin, you could just see right through to my lumps. It's not see-through, it's just like it doesn't hide my body. You know, the most important thing you could do for your fashion, right, is work on your body. Feel good in your own body. Fashion is like a state of mind, being fashionable, right? So it doesn't matter if you look like, you know, Hugh Jackman or something like that. If you feel like Hugh Jackman, that goes a long way, because nobody wants to be with somebody who's super like, I'm not very, you know, just like your self-doubt, your insecurity it's like there's a vibe there. And so I don't find that this contributes to my security, because I got too many lumps. However, I do like to have this around for my workouts. I got to have at least one shirt that's just for workouts, because then it's easy for me to grab my costume when I go out to the gym or when I go out to a buddy's house for a workout or something like that, okay? That's the Trailblazer. Then there is the Traveler. Ultrafine Merino and Tencel blend, okay? A lot of the times with Merino, what happens is they use a not a very high grade, and you get shorter little microns of the Merino, which means that little bits are poking out into your skin. That's why Merino can, from some companies, have a little bit of an abrasive, itchy kind of feeling to it, which I find does tend to break in over time as your oils, because it's a natural fiber. Now, they're using ethically raised wool from New Zealand with a mix of Tencel, which is a wood pulp fiber. And one of the great things about Merino is, it's odor resistant. So when I travel, especially if I'm not traveling someplace hot, because I do find that Merino, it has all of this, it's great at temperature regulating. For me, it's great. It's better in warmer climates, right? The thing about wool, when you're out in the wilderness, you don't want to have cotton, right? You want to have something that keeps its insulating value even when it gets damp with your own sweat or with rain or something like that. Wool is radical. It's a natural, all of this is completely natural, so 100% biodegradable, right? Instead of the plastics washing off into the ocean. The warmer climates I don't like to do Merino in. I just don't. Now, this is a very thin Merino. It's my favorite that I've found so far. I have shirts from Aviator. I have shirts from Western Rise that are a little thicker and definitely a little more for those colder climates. This I could get away with a trip to Vietnam in because when you're traveling, we've got wrinkle resistance, we've got odor resistance. Okay, in wrinkle resistance wise, you could just start wearing this, and within 20, 30 minutes, this thing is wrinkle free for the most part, right? So, and you can wear it several days in a row. So, because the odor resistance. When I travel, I've got like a couple of these kinds of things. Do you know what I mean? I love Merino. If you haven't been into it, you should try it out. This Merino is, and I'm wearing right now, their long sleeve in this, okay? Because it's just so easy, and you could sleep in it. You could sleep in your t-shirts. Well, you could sleep in your long sleeve Merino, and then you can get out of bed when you're like at some Airbnb, and so I don't know, where are you traveling to? Fucking Boston? And then go straight down to the cafe in it, because it's Merino. It looks kind of nice. That's what I like about Merino, is it churches it up a little bit. But this is the shirt, you guys. This is the Daymaker from Seadon. They're making it with Tencel, which is a wood pulp fiber, and recycled material. You've got just enough stretch, just enough thickness. Like, it's not too terribly thick when you're holding it, actually, but when you put it on, it covers me a bit. Let's see what's in this package. So I got one with the logo. I like this. Seadon. Freedom. In nature, we nurture, right? I like having simple little graphics on this, and they have a few that look good. I like the type on here that is like a handmade sort of looking typography. Again, this is their Daymaker shirt with some logos on it. Let's see. Cut-wise, it's just fine. There's a lot of shirt companies now that do like the sort of whale tail, and you can get like Kanye West, like really long ones. But this just feels like a good regular basic, and this is the large for me. Again, made from recycled polyester and Tencel. Now, one of the conversations we've had on this channel recently in the comments on a previous video was recycled polyester, when you wash it, has the potential to have these microplastics get rubbed off into your water supply or into your drainage, goes out into the ocean, gets into your food that you're gonna eat eventually if you eat any seafood, and really just starts fucking with the planet. It's gnarly. The microplastic things is real. there's a great... I want to say, like, it's making our taints shrink, which is actually true. If you listen to this one expert, I'll try to find her episode of the podcast that I listened to, where you measure the distance between the scrotum and the anus, and it's actually shrunk over time. And this is an indicator of infertility. And this one researcher is saying, like, we're actually tying this back to the amount of plastic in our body. Microplastics. So what you do in this situation, if you're going full daymaker, recycled polyester, right? So we're scooping out plastic from the ocean and we're making clothes out of it. And we want to be careful when we wash it, not to just wash it as it is, because those microplastics are going to be like rubbed off back out into the ocean. So 2 things. I talked to Carson, the founder here. He said 2 things. Number 1, you can use one of these big bags you put all your laundry in, and it traps all the microplastics. GuppyFriend, I got some of those coming. I haven't got them yet. Link to them below right now. That's what we should probably also be doing if we have any sort of recycled polyester clothing, which is a rad thing to scoop plastic out, like what we've already used, and make a yarn out of it and make useful stuff out of it. We just got to be careful when we wash it because there's a lot of abrasion going on. The second thing you can do is with a material like this, because this is not cotton. It feels just like cotton. That's what I love about it, like high quality, organic, soft cotton. But it's not. It's recycled polyester plus Tencel. And I know there's some haters out there who are like, recycled polyester can't be comfortable. You're lying to the people. Bro, hit this. You'll see what I mean. The other thing you do is you just jump into the shower with it. This is what Carson says he does. Jump into the shower because it doesn't take as much to, number 1, it doesn't absorb as much of the oils and dirt and stuff as any cotton shirt you're used to. You jump into a shower and just let it hang dry, and you don't have any of the abrasion going on. You don't have as much of the abrasion going on, and your shirts get clean, and you don't have to worry about the microplastics as much. So that's some shit right there. This is my shirt. Do you understand? I asked Carson just to send over everything. Just send me everything you got in the Daymaker, because this is about to be the shirts that I'm wearing, you know? This is about to be it. I love repping. I typically hate wearing people's brands, right? But I love repping indie companies that have a point of view and an expertise on things that are important for what? For the future of what we're making our shit out of, right? Materials, materials, materials. The design is easy, it's clean, it fits me, right? It's gonna fit most of you. You're gonna find something comfortable in this. And again, this Daymaker is my vibe with the merino for, you know, special occasions. Or if you're in any cold climates, I'd have like 3 of those merino shirts. And some sweaters, you know, so you can cover it up every now and again so people don't know you're wearing the same shirts every day. And, you know, my other, by the way, Pakt put out a travel mug. That's pretty interesting. I haven't really used it very much. I had one open, and I got this box here in case I need to film something with it. Pakt, Malcolm, the founder there, he created a whole company that helps companies get off of plastic in their packaging. No plastic here from Seadon. You can check out their sustainability page, which has really got a lot of good information on the materials that they're using. That's all I want to say about this. You should know about this company. One more thing. They also make some shorts, and these pants they're like award-winning pants. They're really lightweight, very stretchy, feel great for a trail pant. And they also make a pack-downable jacket, like a windbreaker that crumples up into like less than the size of the palm of your hand. So check out other stuff that they got. Shout out to Seadon for supporting this video and independent media makers. You know, I got a lot of love for this company right now. I'm about to be wearing all. I'm about to clean out my closet, which feels good. How are you? Listen, I've got a link below to minimalism. One of the things I love is finding companies that you just vibe with. You know that your dollar is your vote, right? It's like you're keeping companies alive that are meaningful to you, that's matterful, right? There's a link there about how to minimize your closet. It's just a simple email thing that I send out. Minimizing your closet as like an exercise. If you do this for 30 days, we don't throw anything away. We just put it, I have a particular method for storing stuff. And you might be surprised how much cleaning the clutter in your closet cleans out your mind and helps you to cut, like stuff comes up, like trapped emotions start coming up. You process them and all of a sudden you have more space in your head, right? If you don't believe me, give it a try. I'll link to it below. Minimalism resources at the bottom there. Okay, that's it. That's my take. I love this Daymaker shirt, the Trailblazer for the fitness costume, and then the merino which is basically the lightest, most comfortable merino that I found that doesn't make me look like I just walked out of REI, right? Which is like there's Icebreaker and Smart Wool and all of those shapes and designs of their merino stuff just looks like I feel out of place if I'm not climbing a mountain, you know? Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Bye-bye.